All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jeanette Stoneman, and I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne International. And Melanie Johnson is here with me today, and we are going to be sharing the Clean Eat program. So we are so excited that you're going to be listening to this recorded call. And if you happen to jump on, we just want to thank you as well, because we all know that you have very busy schedules. So to carve out this time to listen and to watch, we are just really, really excited and very grateful. So thank you, thank you. I'm going to pass it over to Melanie, and she's going to share her passion for Arbonne and why she decided to join and give this business a try. All right,
All right.
Melanie, it's yours.
All right. I'll try to make this short and sweet. I decided to join Arbonne because I started with watching Jeanette's video on the 30-day clean eating challenge. I saw it posted on Facebook. And I wanted to change because I've tried Weight Watchers numerous times. I've lost the weight, but I've always gained it right back. I wanted a lifestyle change. I said something needs to change. I don't want to count calories the rest of my life. I don't want to count points. So I said, let me see what this 30-day clean eating challenge is all about. So I watched a video and I was like, why not? So I decided to host a party, and I had no intentions to become an Arbonne consultant. And I was like, why not? I just decided to take a leap of faith. I said, nothing beats a failure but a try. And I have really had nothing to lose because I love the products and I'm having a ball with the shakes. And I lost 2 pounds, and I've 2 pounds in 1 week. And I don't know, I just feel better. I feel lighter. I feel like I'm doing something great for myself and for my body. And I just wanted to be an inspiration to other people and want to help people along their journey. I believe this is a calling on my life with health and wellness and fitness. So that's why I decided to join the company.
Yes, and we are so happy that you are part of our Givers and Believers squad, Melanie. We love your personality and we love your serving and giving heart. So I love that about you. So thank you for sharing that. All right, so before we dive into what the Clean Eat program is, I'm just going to share a little bit of who I am and my little story of Arbonne. So my name is Jeanette Stoneman. I'm a mom to 4 beautiful kids, all under the age of 10. And I decided to do Arbonne because I wanted to give back. And I wanted to have more freedom, like more choices, to have time with my kids, to have time at home with my husband, to be able to save for retirement and do all those things. I wasn't unhappy with my job, but I just knew that my past job, that I had something much bigger for my life, and I didn't know exactly how I could help people the way my heart was calling me to do it. I had been using Arbonne products for many years, but just really never saw a business opportunity attached to it. I honestly thought it was a cute little hobby that my friends did, and I didn't really take it seriously. And I am just so grateful that after 5 years, I finally did say yes to the business. Because it truly has changed our life. It truly has given me more time that I had always been looking for. It's given me choices already that I've been seeing from the business. But the best part of it is that I get to change lives, whether it's through the nutrition or whether it's through the business or whether it's skincare products, that I'm finally being able to touch lives in ways that I never was able to do before being in the restaurant industry. So that was my background, 20 years in the restaurant world with the background in biology. But anyway, that's my story with Arbonne. So what I'm here to share with you tonight is a little bit about the Clean Eat program, or a lot about the Clean Eat program. And then we're going to touch just a little bit more about the Arbonne business, because I don't want to cheat you if you could see yourself doing this. Okay. So the Clean Eat program is something I am super passionate about. Melanie, I am so glad that Melanie decided to jump on and do this challenge, because I truly believe in my heart that it does change people's lives and how they eat. So the great thing about the Arbonne Clean Eat program is that, number one, that I want to share is it is not a diet plan or a diet fad. We try to stay away from that word. So there is no counting calories. There's no color-coded boxes. There's no magic pill. We do encourage drinking a shake, and I'll get into that in just a second. But it's just because most of us that are on this call today, we're very busy. And for us to make a nutritious breakfast in the morning, it's just one extra step that sometimes we don't have. And that's the only reason why I encourage having the shake, so that you're having a well-balanced shake to drink out the door versus something that's processed or something that you grab on the way to work, fast food or coffee that's loaded with tons of sugar that's really not nutritiously serving you. So that's the reason why I preach the shake part. But I'm really passionate about food as well because I am a fitness instructor. So I teach group fitness at Gold's Gym. It's my passion to help people along their fitness journey look and feel great about themselves. And over the course of the year, as I got older, I realized that no matter how many hours you spent in a gym, that the basic foundation is the food. So 80% of how you look is how you fuel your body. And that's so important to know. And then the other thing that I'm super passionate about is that because I'm a mom, I feel that how we eat influences our children. And because children are the biggest mimickers of us. And I think that as life gets busy, sometimes our own personal health and nutritional needs for our family as well goes on the back burner because we want to cook the fastest meal as quick as possible because we're busy. But I'm here to teach you that a lot of those meals that are clean and healthy for you, I do in less than 30 minutes. So that's what I'm going to share with you. So this plan is designed for the busy person on the go. We do fuel you. We teach you to eat 6 to 7 meals a day. And there's a reason behind everything. So when I'm like, oh, we have to eliminate gluten, I'm going to tell you why. Okay. And when I say we have to eliminate this, you're going to know the reasons why and why it's not beneficial for you versus someone just saying, oh, just eat 1,200 calories and you're going to be fine and exercise a whole ton and you'll lose weight, because that is not the way to live, right? Melanie shared with me how she loves that she doesn't have to count points anymore. And I was like asking her, how do you even track those all day? And, you know, she shared that you can track it on your phone and do things like that. But like I said earlier, if we just learn to eat clean, we don't have to worry about all those little things. So I'm a visual learner. So what I'm going to do is share a slideshow with you. That way you can not only hear my voice, but see the slides that I'm sharing. All right, so give me a second so I can share my screen. Hold on one sec. Oh, there we go. All right, can you guys see that?
Yep, I can see it.
All right, let me X out of that part right here. I don't know, let's close this part. Sorry guys, I talk as I speak. Melanie and I have that in common. Or what do you know what I mean. All right. Let's not start at this slide. Let's start way up top. 30 days to healthy living and beyond. So what I'm going to teach you is a detox program. So how many of you on this call or this recording right now has tried some sort of diet, whether it's South Beach, whether it's counting calories, whether it's Weight Watchers, whether it's something, and I'm not saying Weight Watchers is bad. So any of you that are on this call, find a plan that works for you, please. I'm not talking down to any program, but I know that I have been guilty of trying something to lose weight. I know Melanie has been guilty of trying to do something to lose weight. I bet you almost every single one of you that is on this has tried something, okay? We're women. All of us have tried something. So the next thing I want to ask is, how many of you on this call have been super tired, can't sleep well, constantly hungry, or when you eat, you're hungry again, or you're just feeling bloated, you're feeling exhausted, you're feeling, I don't know, just all those things, upset stomach when you eat. So if you have any of those symptoms, I always recommend doing our Clean Eat program, not just once, but 4 times. Just like the seasons changing, I feel like those are the times when you need to do a Clean Eat program. So if you jump in now, do it now, and then follow up in January, and then 3 months from then, and so forth. So what our Clean Eat program does is we teach you how to clean, but we're going to purge your body of a bunch of the toxins that we come in contact with through foods that we eat. So that's what an Arbonne detox is. When I first heard of this Clean Eat program, I, for some reason, kept thinking, they just want me to drink liquids? Like, I cannot do that. I teach classes and I love food. So if any of you on this call or recording are thinking that, you're in luck. We actually eat food. All right, so let's go ahead and go down these slides. So the Arbonne Advantage. So I always like to share a little bit about our company so that so you know where our products are coming from. So Arbonne is a health and wellness company. We were actually founded 36 years ago now, and with a Swiss heritage. Our products are manufactured here in the US, but since they're formulated in Switzerland, they actually go by the European standards for manufacturing, which is the strictest grading scale there is. We use no artificial additives. All of our products are free of artificial colors, no flavors, no sweeteners. They're gluten-free, dairy, and soy-free. And I'll go into why that's important in a little bit. Oh, yes, and the Mercedes-Benz is our company car. So I'll explain that too. If you decide to do this business, we do earn a white Mercedes-Benz, which is amazing because how many businesses can you belong to or work for that actually gift you with a Mercedes-Benz as a vehicle? So just watch what I do because, you know, you might get excited and want to do this too. All right, so what's going on with our health? This is a big one. 1/3 of US adults and children are overweight. And I think that's really, really scary and sad because all of that can be controlled through food, by the foods that we buy. So it's actually controlled by us 100%. Obesity-related disease is a leading cause of death. Our autoimmune diseases, they're skyrocketing. And it's kind of crazy, guys, because we know so much about health and wellness, right? But I sometimes think there's a information overload. But at the same time, even with all this health and wellness out there, the problem isn't being fixed because the problem starts with you wanting to make that first step to getting healthy so that you can teach others to do that too. So here's some things to think about. Do you or a loved one suffer from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, cancer, depression, an autoimmune disease, neurological disease? I can tell you, me running through that, I myself personally know people that are going, I can point to every single one of those and go, oh, I have a friend that has that and that and that and that. So I'm sure that you yourself too are like, yeah, I know some people. So think about that. So what's the problem? Too much sugar. Sugar is huge. It's in so many things that we have. We don't even know it's hidden. It's one of those hidden things. Melanie, haven't you started noticing that sugar, like things that you had bought, is like a hidden ingredient in some of your foods?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So too much sugar. 70% of our Western diet is made up of dead processed foods. Meat, dairy, and poultry, they're loaded with hormones, antibiotics, and fillers. We are actually filling our bodies with genetically modified frankenfoods, is what I call them, full of chemicals and preservatives. And that causes us to be overfed and undernourished, which is pretty crazy because before I actually started learning about food, I thought that so many things that were on the shelf that was marketed to be healthy, I really bought into because, you know, I saw the commercials on TV and I'm like, oh, if it's on television, right, it's got to be healthy. So I'm really excited that I get to share this and my knowledge with you because I hope you have some really big aha moments like I did when I was learning all of this. All right, so what is the medical community's answer? So as we know, our medical field, they over-medicate. That's why I'm so happy I have a pediatrician that does not believe in over-medicating. And I think it's really important that we find doctors that don't because, for instance, what is the medical community's answer? Just lose weight, eat less, exercise more. That sounds so easy, right? But then they also medicate. So if they can prescribe a pill for something, they're going to prescribe a pill. So let's say you're overweight, right? There are pills that you can take, but are they healthy for you? No. Is it a quick fix? Yeah, because you're not learning how to eat right. You're just taking a pill that's going to suppress your appetite, but you're not actually learning to fuel and nourish your body the correct way. We treat symptoms rather than identifying a problem. So how many of you have ever gone to a doctor and they rather just, they say, they check off a list like, okay, you have XYZ, then you definitely have this, right? Instead of actually getting to the root of things. So let's say if you're an emotional eater. I meet a lot of emotional eaters. Sometimes they don't realize how emotional they're eating, but they say, you know, I don't know where I'm gaining this weight because I really don't eat that much. But then when we get to the root of it, we do find out there's some emotional eating that's attached to it. So I love that I can do that and identify and dig deep to find out what the root of the food, where that lies. And sometimes it is overeating, and sometimes, you know, it is emotional fueling, and sometimes it is genetic. But let me tell you that it's only in 10%. 10% of people, it's a genetic thing, okay? So a lot of this is controlled by you. What is society's answer? So many times I hear and meet so many women that are always doing 1,200 calories. That is not enough food. Or people that are eating constant processed foods, they're counting points, counting carbs, counting calories, and that is just a headache. No one can live like that. Like if I want to eat a piece of chocolate cake, I'm going to eat that whole piece of chocolate cake without any regret, because you should not have to feel guilty for eating good foods. Okay.
Yes.
People, people focus on skinny rather than healthy. Do you guys know how many unhealthy skinny people that I know? There are so many skinny people and skinny girls out there, women that barely eat and their bodies are not nutritionally healthy. Okay, so they can just be as unhealthy as a big person because they're not fueling their bodies right. So just because you're skinny does not mean you're healthy. And I know lots of skinny girls too that know that. And a lot of them always tell me, Jeanette, I need to learn to eat better, because they're the same way. So, you know, it doesn't matter what shape or size you are. Everyone is looking to eat and fuel and feel better. So remember, diets are short term. What I'm going to teach you with the 30-day Clean Eat program, if you decide to do it, is a lifestyle change. And I hope that you stay committed to it forever. And you know, you're going to have your cheat meals, and that's good. Have your cheat meals. Eat a Big Mac if you want to eat a Big Mac. Go get a Taco Bell taco if you want one. And don't feel guilty for doing it. You know, it's going to happen time to time. And that's the one thing. But if you eat healthy for the most part, let's say 90% of the time, you're going to be good to go. And by the end of the day, you may not want the Big Mac after that. All right. So in the meantime, we are getting sicker, fatter, more sedentary, and dissatisfied with life. And if you're one of those people, don't feel bad, because you know what? Change starts with you. So all you have to do is make a commitment. And it doesn't even have to be a big commitment. It can be just a baby step, saying, I'm going to do this, you know, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's finding time for yourself, whether it's meditating, doing something. So remember that there's never not hope. There is always hope. And there's always friends that want to hold your hand along the way. That's what Melanie and I are here for. We're here to hold your hand every step of the way, because Melanie jumped in and did it all by herself, because she was like, I am going to do this. And now that she's been doing it, she's like, I know I can help so many people. She has the same feeling that I have. Mm-hmm. Now, the generation of kids are not expected to have a lifespan as long as ours. That's surprising, because I want my kids to surpass me in life. But it's also sad to know that with technology and with things progressing so quickly in our life, that food is becoming one of the most toxic things that we put into our body. And in America, we're actually behind the 8 ball, guys, with the being conscious of how we fuel our bodies. We are way behind the 8 ball. There's so many other countries that are doing this and recognize that processed foods and all those things are not good for you. Hence why they have foods that are labeled non-GMO on things. We don't have that luxury here in the US. Now, do you need to detox? So look over the slide. Do you have low energy, brain fog, sugar cravings, constipation? I'm not going to read them all to you, but you can see on that page, there's so many of those things. And there are times when I'm like, you know what? I'm so glad I'm doing the Clean Eat program next month, because I am suffering 2 or 3 or 4 of those things that are listed. Brain fog, I'm just going to touch on that really quick. I never knew what brain fog was until I did the Clean Eat program. You really do see clearer. It's awesome. I can't describe it. It's like someone putting on glasses that are super crisp and clear. That's the only way I can describe it. And when that moment happened for me, I was like, oh my gosh, I've been living in a fog this whole time and had no clue that I was doing that. So if you do this program, you are going to have that aha moment. And you're going to be like, oh, those are the Superman glasses Jeanette was talking about. We'll call them Superwoman glasses.
I love it.
Yes. All right. So detoxification is essential for health, weight, and loss. So there's this diagram that you see, and we're just teaching you how to reset your hormones. As you can see, the person on the left, and then in the middle, it's a nutritional rebalancing we're doing. And let me go into this a little more though. So eat clean. This is what we're going to do. No pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, chemicals, artificial sweeteners, colors. We're going to stay away from all those for 30 days. Okay. We're going to cleanse the liver and we're going to cleanse the liver, which is one of your eliminating organs of your body. We're going to identify, this is really important, allergenic and addictive foods that are sabotaging your health. Remember we were talking about sugar?
Mhm.
Guys, I am addicted to sugar. Like not like gummy bears. I like cakes, like chocolate cake, brownies, anything chocolatey that's cakey and yummy and warm. And I like those. And that is a big addiction. You do know, and if you don't know, sugar is more addictive than crack cocaine. It actually lights up the same addictive areas in your brain of a drug addict. And so remember, if you do the clean eat and you try to pick up something sugar, crack is whack, okay? Crack is whack. So always think of that. Identify allergies. So I didn't realize, I used to have a lot of these little bumps on the palms of my hand. They weren't anything that hurt. You couldn't feel them, but they were very clear. And I used to be, they'd be like 50 to 100 sometimes, like 100 or so. And I could just flick them off my fingers. And I knew it was an allergy to something, but it was never anything major that I needed to go to the doctor because it didn't cause me any pain. It wasn't distressful in any way. It was just, like a little something that I would pick at. But I realized that through the Clean Eat program that I actually had a gluten intolerance. Not a major one, but that was what I am sensitive to. So I'm very aware of that. We're going to restart your body's metabolic thermostat. So if you're female and you're on this call, and if you do this clean eat, for some of you, you might experience a change in the cycle. And that is a great thing because we're resetting the hormones of your body. We're going to reduce food cravings by stabilizing your blood sugar. So sometimes we're always hungry because we don't eat enough. And being females, sugar and hormones they're related. Okay. So that's why we always try to teach you to eat and fuel every 2 to 3 hours. Some of you may be going, I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, you need to be learning. And that's the thing. We're going to teach you to reshift that thinking of only eating a few meals a day into eating those meals a day and then adding in your snacks because you need that. So that way you're not just starving by the time dinner comes and just overeating and overindulging. What if there was an easy program that combined clean eating with delicious food? That would eliminate toxins, reduce inflammation, balance your blood sugar, curb your cravings, boost energy, help the body transition from acidic to alkaline, which is really important, correct nutritional deficiencies, reduce oxidative stress. So I love this because our program is easy. I've done others. I've done another one, and it was pretty much the same thing, but a lot more strict in a sense that we couldn't have a shake for breakfast. And because I have the 4 kids and because I'm teaching at the gym and then I'm doing this and that, it really became overwhelming for me. And then I felt like I failed because I couldn't. Sometimes I'd be in the kitchen for an hour to 2 prepping these meals and then my family didn't like them. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this every single day. Like this is not doable for a busy family. I have kids in choir. I have kids in church programs. I have kids that are doing ballet and gymnastics. Like I don't have time to be in the kitchen because I'm running around. So I love that the Arbonne Clean Eat program provides easy recipes and they're foods that you love already. They're things that you're already eating and we're just fixing it, making it a little healthier and better for you. All right. So in the 30 days to healthy living, we are going to eliminate, as you can see on the left-hand side, we're going to remove dairy, gluten, processed foods, margarine, coffee, soda, alcohol, artificial sweeteners, and refined sugar. Now, I know if I didn't have what you could eat on the right, you'd be like, oh my gosh, what is there left? So you can see on the right, it outweighs what you have to remove, okay? So there's tons of foods that you're going to reintroduce to your diet that you're going to love. I promise you're going to love them. Why low glycemic, not low carb? So when people always tell me, Jeanette, like, why do we get to eat carbs on this? And I'm like, because that's part of having a balanced diet. Like you need carbs. And the thing is, you need everything, guys. You need to eat vegetables. You need to eat fruits. You need to eat grains. You need to eat beans and corn and all that stuff. You do need to eat all of that, okay? So if someone ever tries to tell you to eat only meats, like eat meat and cheese and you'll lose weight, that's not good for your body because your body needs nourishment from everything. So insulin is secreted in response to eating simple carbohydrate. So this is where diabetes comes in play, but all of us release insulin, okay? Depending on how your body is, let's say if you are diabetic 1, you're born with diabetes, Okay, that's something completely different. If you have type 2 diabetes, that is foodborne. Okay, that is all caused and can be controlled by food and how you fuel your body. So when we eat food, it automatically starts breaking down and insulin is released. Then the insulin itself signals the body to bring blood sugar down and hold on to fat. So scientists have established that anything that causes a rise in blood sugar results in inflammation. So that's why we try to promote an alkaline state versus an acidic. And remember, sugar is in so many things. Fit fact, inflammation is at the basis of virtually every disease process, such as cancer, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and wrinkled skin. That is crazy. All because of sugar. Sugar. So why no gluten? So remember when I told you why we're going to eliminate everything, and I'm going to tell you why. So we eliminate gluten. Gluten is found in most grains like wheat, rye, barley. So think anything processed, crackers, breads, all of those kind of things. That's gluten. Your pasta noodles, all of those. Gluten and soy are acidic proteins. They're very difficult to digest and allergenic. They're highly genetically modified. It's not on here, but they are highly genetically modified. Was that you or me? That was weird. Sorry. Gluten inflames the intestines, causing it to leak into the bloodstream. The immune system often attacks these proteins, causing inflammation, bloating, and pot belly. So if you have a pot belly, sometimes girls have pot bellies. We do. It's just some of us have that naturally. But as we get older, I feel like that little pot belly grows a little bit bigger. And all of that is from gluten. So fit fact, drinking 2 glasses of soy milk a day has enough phytoestrogens to alter a woman's cycle. So if you are drinking soy anything, please trade that out for something different, like unsweetened almond milk, because it is not benefiting you in any way. Okay, so why no dairy? Dairy is acidic, it's allergenic, it's full of hormones and antibiotics. It contributes to acne and mucus production. Countries with the highest consumption have the highest rates of breast cancer and osteoporosis. You would think that people that have osteoporosis, the first thing they do is want to consume more milk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. You can get a lot of your calcium from vegetables, believe it or not. The EPA states 100% of beef and 93% of cheese and ice cream is contaminated with DDT. So, fun fact, whey is a major contributor to intestinal toxemia, which can lead to an overgrowth of bacteria, leading to IBS or Crohn's disease. So if you are using a whey protein, or if you're eating protein bars with whey, some of you may not even know have ever heard of that. You just saw protein bars and you're like, oh, these are really healthy, I'm going to eat them. Always read ingredients, because even though, remember what I said, because sometimes things are marketed and we think it's healthy because we see protein bar immediately. Like, yes, that's got to be good, right? Or you see something sold that is at a gym on the stand there and it looks yummy, it's covered in chocolate and it's saying 25 grams of protein. Read what kind of protein it is, because whey is not that beneficial for you. It does cause people to have a lot of tummy aches and pains. So that's why I'm really excited to share the vegan Arbonne protein that we have. 30 days to healthy living and beyond, tools for success. So people always ask me, Jeanette, can't you just give me these recipes? And can't you just let me, do I have to use these products? And no, you don't have to, but it's going to be harder for you. I think our products make the Clean Eat program so much more easier to accomplish and to do, and for you to actually feel and see the results. So we do the 7-day cleanse, the cleanse and eliminate. We do that on day 14. It gently removes toxins. It supports gastrointestinal and liver health. That's the science behind that product. The detoxifying tea, mild decaf. It supports the liver and kidneys. It's made of mint and milk thistle. It's one of my favorite things to drink at night. Melanie loves her hydration fizzies.
I do.
Don't you? Yes, it's one of her favorite things. I can tell you it's a lot of people's favorite things. It's one of my favorite things too. When I do the Clean Eat program, it's going to be your pick-me-up when you start to feel sluggish, when your body's detoxing, because you will feel those symptoms, feeling tired, sluggish, it's like an addict going through withdrawals. You're going to withdraw from food, which is scary. Because the first time I ever did that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like an addict with my foods, and I'm actually having side effects from not eating these things. And when your brain can make that correlation, it's like a aha moment. That was for me, that was thinking, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how toxic these foods were to me. We're going to drink a protein shake. Remember when I said we're busy, right? I'm sure half of you barely eat breakfast, or if you did, it wasn't a very nutritious one. So our protein is packed with protein. It's packed with protein. It's packed with protein. There's carbs in it as well. There's natural sugar in that. And then you can add a greens balance, which is your veggie. So that, if you do, that's a 100% well-balanced drink out the door, drink it in the car. It comes with fiber boost. The fiber, most women, I think I can't remember the number, but I think it's almost, I'm not going to quote you. It's a pretty high number. Most women in the US do not get enough fiber. You're supposed to get about 25 grams of fiber. Most women get only 12. So if you add your fiber boost, you're going to get your allotted protein, your fiber. And fiber helps keep you full. It helps your body, and it's made with fruit fiber too, so it's tasteless. It helps your body get rid of toxic fat. So that's what fiber does. Digestion Plus. So that's another thing you're going to be adding to your shake. It's 11 prebiotics, probiotics, and enzymes. It helps with bloating and heartburn. And I can't, these are some of the products that I have to have every single day. So even when I'm not doing the Clean Eat program, I drink a protein shake every single day. I have a fizzy almost every single day, and I add the digestion and the fiber and the tea. So those are something that I have every single day, even when I'm not doing the Clean Eat program, in case you're curious. All right, guys, so 30 days to feeling fit and beyond. We're almost at the end. All right, so as you can see, these are just some extra products that you can purchase if you want to do the Clean Eat program, or if you wanted to add on if you were interested in doing it. So we have everything from Full Control to Thermo Booster, which helps increase metabolic burn. We have Fit Chews, which I introduced Melanie to. Do you like your Fit Chews, Melanie?
I love them.
Yes, our Fit Chews are so great. They're going to be your easy little cheat. You can't go crazy just because it's healthy. You can't have 20 of them. You have to, it's like 1 or 2 a day. It's, keep it balanced. We also have vitamins. Omega-3 plus. We offer the greens balance, which I also drink every single day. I add it to my shake. The antioxidant and immunity booster. If I know I'm going out of town, or if I know I'm starting to feel run down, I will shoot those things back. Okay, honey, I'll be there in 1 second. The great thing is you can do this business with your kids. So here's a simple plan. You're going to replace 2 meals a day with a healthy shake if you are going for weight loss, okay? If you're going for weight loss. I drink 2 shakes a day just because I drink one in the morning, and then I have a recovery shake after I work out. And I'll explain that more to you a little bit later. So a simple plan, 8 a.m. you have a shake, you have a snack. At noon, you can have shake or a lunch, and then you have another snack, and then you have dinner, okay? And then you can have another snack after that too. So that is what a typical day looks like. So that right there, I'm going to wrap it up. That was your Clean Eat program, you guys. Reducing toxins is a big thing. So remember, your skin is also one of the largest detoxifying organs of your body. We are so conscious of what we put in our mouths because I think it's a physical thing. Like, we're actually physically putting it in, so we're more conscious. But we fail to remember that what we put on our skin absorbs into our bloodstream within 26 seconds. So just imagine estrogen patches and nicotine patches, how those work. They're just stickers, put on your arm, and it absorbs immediately. So think of it in that sense. Oh yeah, and by the way, our anti-aging line is the #1 selling premium anti-aging skincare line that's out there. If you are more interested, if you watch this whole thing and you're going, I'm more interested in the skincare all of a sudden, please reach out to Melanie, because she actually has some samples that she can put in your hands. Right, Melanie?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Share and earn. So remember when I said that I did not see a potential income with this business, right? What if you had an extra $1,000 or more a month? What if I can tell you you're going to be your own boss? What if I can tell you that you could share what you've learned to help others? You can completely change your financial future and help others do the same. So before you blow this off as a business opportunity like I did for so many years, because it's something that we're never taught, right? We're always taught to go to college and do this and that. But then when we grow up, even when there's times we've gone to college and we pursued our passion and we got into our field, we realize like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is not what I want to do. And then we're kind of stuck. That happens. It happens to all of us. If you're that person that's just like, I wish I could do something else, please don't pass up an opportunity to even just take a peek at Arbonne, whether it's meeting with me and Melanie, coming to a monthly meeting. We have one this Tuesday to just check it out and see how you can marry this into your life. Because with Arbonne, guys, most everyone that does Arbonne does it on the side. Like they don't quit their full-time jobs. You know, they work this business literally in the nooks and crannies of their lives because we see that we can change people's lives. And that's why I do it. I know that in the beginning, there was that white Mercedes. The white Mercedes, guys, does not entice me. It's great that my company will give me one, but that's not why I do Arbonne. I do Arbonne to meet amazing people like yourself and Melanie, and just to help people on their fitness journey. That's why, my reason why I do Arbonne. All right, so I'm just going to give you a little rundown of what network marketing is. So the only difference what network marketing and traditional businesses are different is that, let's take a sock, and we'll take that sock from Nordstrom's. It gets manufactured at a warehouse, right? And then that sock has to get marked up because it has to pay the model that modeled it. And then it has to pay, you know, the retail space, the advertisers, and all those middle people. So by the time you got that fancy Nordstrom sock that cost $1 to make, it's going to cost you $20 for a pair of socks. So that's the markup. The way network marketing is, just imagine farm to table. You literally go from the manufacturer straight to the consumer. So even with Arbonne, guys, we don't stock. We don't have to buy. We don't have to do any of that. Our company, it goes, the client gets to order it and it gets shipped directly to them. So I love that I don't have to purchase anything ahead of time to meet quotas or sign people on or recruit anyone. Our company does not work that way at all. So here are the different levels in Arbonne. You can start off as a district manager, and then you start off as a consultant. You just sign up, you're a consultant, boom, right away. And then you can promote to district manager. It's the first level of our company. You can make anywhere from $240 to $1,500 a month. Area manager is the second level, and that's anywhere from $1,200 to $3,000 a month. So just imagine the first level of the company, that could be some extra shoe money. It could be extra your vacation money. It could be money to fix a renovation in your home and save up for. So that's how I look at district manager. Area manager, some of you may not even think this, but this replaces salaries for some people. Think of teachers, police officers, anyone that works for, you know, the state. That's going to be where, that's huge for some people. And your business becomes willable. So with Arbonne, the great thing about Arbonne is that if anything was to happen to you, your business is willed 2 generations. I think that's awesome. Because if you were to pass away at your regular job, your 9 to 5, would you be paid on 2 generations to your family? Like, that's a beautiful legacy to leave behind. The third level of our company is regional vice president, and that's where that white Mercedes-Benz comes into play. It's pretty, sweetens up the pot to know that you do get that though. And you earn anywhere up to $8,000. So imagine what $8,000 can do for your family or for yourself. It could help you. Like, let's say you are tired of being at your job. This is where I see dreaming coming more possible when you become a regional vice president, because it's going to free up a lot of time. And guys, even when you're at the regional vice president level, you're not putting in 40-hour weeks for Arbonne. It's still like 10 to 15 hours a week. That's it. National vice president, that's the top level of our company. They're making on average 21,000. Let's round it up to 22 grand a month. And the average promotion time is 3 to 5 years on that. So that is dreaming big. I'm going to share this with you. I'm a go-getter. So when I saw the numbers, I'm like, okay, how many national vice presidents are there? And how many regional vice presidents? Like, I had to know how many there were. And there are hundreds. There's like hundreds, probably thousands of regional vice presidents. But every year we promote hundreds new regional vice presidents. And I think this year alone, I think we've already promoted 60 national vice presidents, and we're not even done with the year yet. So that's pretty darn awesome. All right, let me go to the next. You bring the people, I bring the party. So hosting parties is a lifeline to Melanie's business. So if you're on this call and you're like, you know, Melanie, I want to help her. I want to help her because this sounds so exciting. She's excited about it. She loves fitness. She loves people. She loves serving others. Let me give back to her by hosting a workshop so that she can practice her spiel and practice how to do the Clean Eat workshops on her own, and, you know, get out there and get all the nerves out. So if you're that person, you're like, I'm going to help my friend, then please do, because there's so many party themes. We can do a girls' night out, a pamper party, getting fit together, divas and desserts. I love that. So there's all these awesome parties that you can host. And let me tell you, it needs to be very simple. It can be 2 or 3 girls around your kitchen table. That is it, 2 to 3. So that's like your neighbor, your best friend, a relative. All right, 3 ways to win. So if you're interested in doing any of this, you can either be a client, you can be a preferred client where you pay $20 and you get 20 to 40% off all your orders all year long. Or let's say you're like, I want to do what Melanie does. I think I'd be good at this, you know, because let me tell you, everyone can do Arbonne. There's no science behind it. There's no sales pitch. It's nothing. We just share. So anyone can do it because I have 0 sales experience. You can be consultant, $79 for the year. You get 35 to 50% off. And then of course, there's that income opportunity. Now, if you want to just sign up to get the huge discount, you're more than welcome to do that. Like I said earlier, there are no minimums in Arbonne. So you can just literally sign up to get the huge discount. Check out the deals. I'll go into that a little later. Nope, that was the last slide. All right, so I'm done sharing slides. I'm going to stop the share. How are we doing? You're still with me?
Yes.
Yay! Okay. All right, so that pretty much was the Clean Eat program in a nutshell, and a little bit about Arbonne and a little bit about the skincare. And just remember that with Melanie, you can get all of these, so you can get samples from her, but she is doing this challenge for 90 days. Right, Melanie? Yes, Maddie? Okay, I'll be there in 1 second. She's doing this challenge for 90 days. I think fall into fitness is a wonderful time to do this Clean Eat challenge. October's here and Thanksgiving is going to be around the corner. So you might as well go ahead and just commit and get it done. Do it with Melanie. Be her accountability partner. I'm sure that you will learn a lot from her, and vice versa. She's going to learn a lot from you. And we all know Melanie has the most dynamic, amazing personality. So why not be on this journey with her? So if you decide to do the Clean Eat program with her, you do get 40% off once you pay the $20 to do it. And then you also get a free $50 gift as a thank you. So remember that. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But I just want to thank all of you for jumping on this call and, you know, giving us your time tonight. And I will hopefully talk to you soon, and just get with Melanie on your thoughts. All right. You guys have a great night.